One thing you got to be sure when you scramble eggs, to make sure there's no pieces of shell, white eggshells inside the mixture. When people eat and they like the way the food tastes, all of a sudden they start biting into the shell. Hey man, you got a shell in here. You don't push. I'm biting into shells. The food tastes good, but I'm biting into shells. Nobody likes that. You don't try to eat a scrambled egg or any kind of egg and you bite into a shell. It's not too good. The shell's too hard. I think that's a shell right there. Take out all these shells out of here. Because food is not too good. No matter how wonderful you cook, how tasty the food, nobody wants to bite into a shell, to shells. Mm-hmm. You got to take it out. No matter what happens, you got to take out the shells. Because that's what makes the food taste good, is not to have shells in the scrambled eggs. Take it out. Every piece of it. This is more laborious than anything else. When you crack eggs, you gotta make sure you don't leave shells in there. This is why I don't put the milk and all the other things into my mixture until I first... You see the eggs? They're mixing by themselves because I'm trying to take the shell out. But usually I don't mix the eggs with the fork until I make sure a lot of the shells are out of here. Nobody wants to bite into shells when they're eating scrambled eggs, right? This is the part you really gotta look for. Unfortunately, some of the egg is already mixing itself. No, that's not a shell, is it? No, not a shell. You gotta look for the shells. This is the part of the. This is where you need more time to do this. Okay, I don't think there's some more shells in here. Now I'm going to mix the eggs. I can do it now. Now I'll have to look for the shells. Okay, mix the eggs. Take all these yolks. Put my milk, my salt, my pepper, a little bit of sugar, some butter. Not more butter. Yes, more butter. You got to make it. I'm the cook. The people eat my food. My family eats my food. They say it's a masterpiece because I do put the butter. Not the butter. And why a little bit of sugar? Well, why salt? Why ground black pepper? Why anything? Why put the eggs in there, right? You want the food to taste good. You want people to eat the breakfast and say, "Ooh, that's very delicious. Oh, what? That's like a professional cook." You should be a chef, man. You know how people say it? But you know you're not a chef. You don't go to school for it, but you know just a good cook. Hey, man, you ought to be in picture. You ought to be a star. All you do is know how to make scrambled eggs. So you did. I did. All right. You ought to be in picture. You ought to be a star. They put bread in my jar and say, "Hey, man, you're going far." The Piano Man. Remember that song by Billy Joe, the Piano Man? They put bread in my jar and say, "Hey, boy, you're going far." Man, you're going far. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. And all you did is make big scrambled eggs, right, for breakfast. That's when you cook very well and people eat your food, that's what they tell you. You should be a chef. You're a good cook. My goodness. That's how it is. Okay, I'm going to finish this now. I'm going to finish this so I can make sure when you mix your vegetables to make the Spanish omelet, to always put the top on top of the gadget, the pan. Why? Because you want the odor of the mixture to go above it and around it. If you leave it like that, all the odor goes to the air, which is okay. It smells delicious, but you want it to put a top on the vegetables. Okay, I'm ready to make my omelet. I like to saute the vegetables before I put the egg. Okay, I got to put milk, a little sugar, salt, pepper, ground black pepper, and stuff like that on my egg and mix it. Now, do I want to put a little bit of vanilla extract? Heck no. That will take away from the taste of the vegetables. It's good if you're making pancakes. You can decide to put a little bit of vanilla extract. I don't put it on my eggs. It takes away from the taste and the smell of the vegetables when I'm sauteing. It also takes away from the egg, the taste of the egg. So it won't come out too good. I don't put vanilla extract a little bit in my eggs. All right, I'm gonna let you all go now. I got time to cook. See the butter? It was a stick of butter. See? All right, I'm gonna let you all go. Coming to you from the city where I live. It's getting late. I got to move my butt, as they say. Hustle, man, hustle. Everybody's waking up. Everybody's waking up. All right. Have a good day. Coming to you from the city where I live. Over and out. Bye-bye.